let's play a little game. Okay, I'm gonna ask you about features in NCAA football, and you tell me if you think they're gonna be in the game. You ready?
Yeah.
Importing.
Absolutely not. Road to Glory, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Road to Glory is the first one you're going to bring up because we both want to play it. It's not in. Zero chance.
Okay,
Have you
okay,
seen Face of the Franchise? Have
okay.
you played Face of the Franchise? Then have you played? Dude, I started my career on Twitch on NBA, and I was like, why can't we have this in a football game? I didn't mean to
Dude,
cut you off, but I mean,
I
come
will
on.
say no, 100%. My career though, when we talk about sports, sports like career modes, right? For an individual career, that to me is the model you go with because what I love about that, I can play any position. I can be any type of player that I essentially want. But more importantly, the way they did it this year with sort of like that RPG open world esque sort of approach of like going through the city or whatever, that was absolutely fantastic because I felt like when I had to go talk to my agent, like sometimes it's annoying to have to like ride my little
Yeah,
skateboard or
for
bike like
sure.
over there, but still like I had an apartment. When I move up in my career, it starts getting better and better, different locations, like that whole aspect. Like there's so many cool things, and the quest system I think is a really cool addition that I hope 2K keeps long term. But yeah, so yeah, we both agree. Road to Glory will likely not be there. Do you think we will have the ability to import our players that go to the NFL draft from NCAA into Madden?
I'll say yes to that. I'll say yes to that. I think that's a pretty big one. I don't know if it'll be year one, but I think that is something that. Oh God, I'm giving too much. I'm giving too much hope. I'm giving too much hope. No,
Sure.
I don't. I don't.
Okay.
I think that, and I think the excuse they're going to use is, well, the tech is really hard, and Madden is built on about 100 layers of code,
The
and
usability of it in 2013 was, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. No. In NCAA 14, you see, we had this code and we built the game from the ground up, but Madden's not built from the ground up. And every time we upload, from rosters from EA Sports College Football, it freezes or we get weird names or, it doesn't understand the language. You see, college football and Madden are two different languages, and you guys don't quite. Oh, this is where I love it. This is where I love it. And you guys don't understand what coding is, okay? You all don't understand what game design is. You guys don't quite get what we do here, okay? Just so you know, I want you guys to understand that we're doing everything we can in the time allotted for us. Yeah, okay, sure. By the
Yeah.
way, here's your 150 purchasable cards at 2% odds on day one. Make sure you get that Vince Young quarterback.
Vince Young
I'm sorry,
quarterback's going
that's
to be
what's gonna
incredible.
happen.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Coaching carousel in dynasty mode.
Yes.
This is pivotal. If they don't have coaching
Yes.
carousel,
Oh, yeah.
that's pivotal.
Yes, only because they start. It's broken in Madden too.
Yeah.
Because you can. By the way, if you didn't know, hiring other teams hiring your coordinators is completely broken, and they've known about it since launch. Like, no. So I will say, coaching carousel will be in there, and of course, it will be bugged somehow.
Okay. Um, do you think we will have the same style recruiting system as NCAA 14 or something that's like well and thought out?
It will be eerily similar to NCAA 14. You will look at it, it will be under a different skin, but it would not surprise me if they pull NCAA 14 almost line for line. Almost line for line with
Okay.
with like the different, but under a different like skin. Like, oh, you can go to the person's home in this menu, and well, it's actually dug, 4 menus underneath because their UI department just, I don't know what in the world they're thinking.
Okay. This is the big one. I saved the best. This is my last one. This is the best one. And if this is not in, they will trend for the reason they do not want to trend. Will
Yes,
will college
absolutely.
football have team builder?
Oh, oh, man, it was a mess. If you remember when NCAA 14 released, Team Builder was a mess.
Yeah.
Like, they took them a while to fix that. Um, if they're building college sports football from the ground up, no, absolutely not. Because why wouldn't you have that in Madden? Like, why wouldn't you have that ability to
because you
edit
haven't
jerseys and stuff?
because you have the NFL you have to answer to versus their now not having an answer to the NCAA. So technically, they have more legal license there.
Nah, nah. No other EA game has jersey creation where you can like put logos into the game. No other EA game, and you can already see what happens to MLB and NBA.
Yep.
EA sees that. EA sees that people would just use that for nefarious reasons. We might get a team builder, but it's not going to be anywhere near what we had in NCAA 14.
Okay.
I'm
Last
sorry
question.
to be negative here. Like, I'm just going off of what we had for Madden since NCAA 14 was released.
Okay.
Like, literally, there's nothing about Madden that should give us any hope that college sports football is going to have things and be this nostalgia bomb that NCAA 14 was.
Okay. This is the last one. This isn't. I don't think this is as important as team builder, but I think them not having team builder, they're gonna get crucified for if they don't do that,
Oh, sure.
or some
Yeah.
version of that. But
again, sorry. But one more thing about team builder.
Yeah.
You know what the excuse is going to be, right? Oh,
We're gonna
well,
have 600 excuses.
we're rebuilding the game. We're adding features year to year. This is essentially a brand new game, so don't think about things that were in the game 5 years ago. Oh, you know why I know that? Because it's exactly what they said about Madden.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now this one is interesting because of the success of college football revamped. Are we going to have a PC version of the game?
No, that's the reason you will not have a PC version of the game. Madden doesn't have a PC version because they don't. Madden has a PC version that does not get updated. It's not next gen, and the reason is because Madden's PC community is so small. FIFA does because FIFA's massive, but like NBA 2K, a game the size of NBA 2K, they didn't port next gen over into the PC either because the community is so small. Sports gaming on the PC is a niche community, and niche or niche. People can tell me I say it wrong, and I say it one way, and then they tell me it's the other way, and then the other half of the audience is like, no, it's not that way. It's whatever, niche, whatever it is. It is such a niche community with sports gaming there. NHL fans have been asking for hockey back on NHL for a while. Hell, MLB The Show fans want to know when it's coming out for PC now that it's out for Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, did you notice how the Switch, that whole Nintendo Switch tweeted about, everyone being involved in baseball and not one word about MLB going on the Switch? Yeah, Don't always believe the tweets, chat. But yeah, no, absolutely not. Porting over to PC seems to be like hieroglyphics. So no, absolutely not. And if it is, it's going to be, again, a buggy mess. If you play Madden 22 right now, you literally can't, like, if you're playing it on PC and you're playing it full screen, you can't go to another screen without it minimizing still.
They don't have like full screen borderless or anything?
Nope. Still don't. Haven't for 2 years. So haven't since next gen started. That was when I saw that they were whenever it started coming out again. When I saw that, the first thing I told them was, "Hey, you got to have this. This is like quality of life for not only streamers, but everybody has multiple monitors at this point. Like, you can't just minimize when you click off screen. Guess what? Nothing.
I know people are gonna be like, you guys are so negative about it. If you've been around as long as these two ancient people in this podcast have, there's just patterns that are likely going to come. And I think the news that we've obviously been ranting on about Madden canceling the franchise updates allegedly without giving a front-facing consumer update, speaks volumes. And we'll see what they end up coming out and saying. I'm sure they're preparing, public-facing language, and if they do it, it'll be on a Friday or on a Monday where no one's gonna remember or it's gonna get swallowed by other news. But it's disheartening, and I know there are great people working on Madden. There are great people working on NCAA football, college football down there. But it's so hard to be excited when you're just so used to being disappointed at this point.
There's zero chance. EA has shown time and time again they are about bottom line. And this whole moving, let's go back to the original story. The original story is they didn't have the resources to hire new people to work on college football, so they moved people from NFL, from Madden, right? Same thing we were just talking about last week. UFC, right? What happened when Fight Night came around? Oh, we're going to move the developers from UFC to Fight Night. I mean, you don't have the resources to hire new developers? I mean, I'm okay with moving some of them. I mean, football to football, fighting to fighting. Like, I get that. So then move a couple and then bring a bunch of coders in. Like, hire new people. I'm tired of being told how resource poor these companies are when all I get told from game sales and DLC sales and stock calls are how profitable these companies are these days.